All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks for joining us, everyone, this evening. I am Dan Cornish from the National Weather Service here in Gaylord, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're expecting Sunday and Monday, looking at a winter storm coming through and bring some impactful winter weather to the area. So we'll go ahead and I'll talk about the details of the system and then lake effect snow that we're expecting on the back end, as well as some other items as far as where you'd like to go to find forecast information on our website, sending us snowfall reports, and things of that nature. You can leave comments down below, and we have another meteorologist, Jeff Lutz. He will be answering questions in the comments section, and I will also take some time at the end to answer any other questions that you guys may have. With that, go ahead and get started. This is a winter storm timeline of what we're expecting. So we're expecting snow to begin tomorrow morning, and then it's going to last all the way through Sunday night, and then it's going to pick back up again on Monday. On the right, this is forecast radar imagery that will be playing and it'll be looping as I discuss the timeline. So as I mentioned, we're expecting snow to begin across our southwest counties right around 6, 7 a.m., right around that time near the Manistee area. We're going to have a band form and move from southwest to northeast across the area, and that's going to intensify as the morning goes on. So we may see a briefly heavy snow, especially across areas of northwest lower. So as it's moving from Manistee up towards the Traverse City area, Petoskey, Gaylord, you guys may see a quick 2, maybe even 3 inches of snow through the morning hours by noon tomorrow with this band as it moves across. So that may be about half of the snow that we see, and I'll get into the snowfall amounts in the following slides. But that's a little bit of what we're expecting. So we're going to have a band move through in the morning, and then it's going to reach the bridge around noon, and it's going to begin dropping heavy snow across eastern upper. And so that is where we're expecting our heaviest snow, and that's going to last through much of the evening across eastern upper. So part of the UP north of the bridge. We're expecting about 6 to 8 inches of snow up that way throughout the entire event. Additional effect on Monday. So as that moves from southwest to northeast, we're probably going to see a little bit of a break in snow chances during the afternoon across the northern lower peninsula. And then we're going to see those precip chances ramp back up a little bit later in the afternoon in the evening hours. And so when that precipitation ramps back up, I'm going to let the radar image play through so you can see what I'm talking about. As this round comes through, that is when we're going to see our chance of wintry mixed precip. So talking about the chance for sleet, maybe even some freezing rain across some parts of the area. Mainly, if you're familiar with the M72 area, Grayling, basically along that area and south, that'll be the best chance to see any sleet and potentially some freezing rain. We're not expecting much in the way of ice accumulations, mostly just a glaze and maybe a few hundredths of an inch. So we're not expecting heavy accumulations of freezing rain on any surfaces. However, this can bring a glaze of ice across elevated surfaces, sidewalks, roadways. So the best chance for this, as I mentioned, this will come late afternoon and evening, and then potentially we may see freezing drizzle as we go into the overnight hours. So this could be impactful to travel. And then we're going to see another break overnight before lake effect snow chances ramp back up in the morning, sometime around 6, 7 a.m. on Monday morning. I'll reiterate, the best chances for heavy snowfall will come across eastern upper, and then tip of the mitt, up near the Mackinac area, Mackinac Island. That area is going to see the heaviest snow, and the best chances for that will be Sunday afternoon through Sunday evening. And so here's maps of what we are expecting for our forecast snowfall. So on the left, or on the far left, we have our forecast snowfall from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday, so basically during the day Sunday. And then in the middle there is our forecast snowfall from Sunday night, so what we're expecting Sunday night into Monday morning. And then on the right, we have our 24-hour forecast ice accumulation, so from 7 a.m. Sunday through 7 a.m. Monday. So I'm going to discuss from left to right. So as I already mentioned, we're expecting the heaviest snow to come during the day and into the evening on Sunday. So looking at forecast snowfall totals in the 5 to 8 inch range across eastern upper and potentially even tip of the mitt. You guys could see close to 6 inches during the day. As I mentioned, with the heavy band of snow moving through in the morning, you may see about half of your snowfall or your total snowfall with that band as it moves through in the morning, and then have a break in the afternoon, and then snow chances will ramp back up in the evening across parts of northern lower. It's a little bit of a different story across eastern upper. As I mentioned before, we're going to see those snowfall chances begin later in the morning, closer to around noon. But that snowfall is going to continue throughout the afternoon and evening there. That's why we're expecting our heavier snowfall totals up there, and we may get some enhanced lake snow with our southeast winds across that area. So that's why we're expecting higher totals up there. And also going through Sunday night, we're expecting 2 to 4 inches across eastern upper, basically after the sun goes down Sunday night. Maybe 1 to 2 inches still across tip of the Mitt, reaching over towards Rogers City, Pellston, Petoskey area. And we're expecting less than an inch basically everywhere else across our area. As far as our ice accumulations go, as I say, we're not expecting much in the way of accumulating ice. Maybe a glaze to maximum, about 1/10 of an inch. But with gusty winds that we're expecting on Sunday, expecting gusts around 20, 30 miles an hour. So combining that with the expected snowfall, we could definitely see some travel impacts. Blowing snow if we've got gusting winds at times. Definitely reduced visibilities within some of the heavier snowfall bands. So that's definitely something to keep in mind if you're planning on traveling Sunday morning with that band moving through. You may hit some brief periods of heavy snow where you reduce visibilities and you have snow quickly accumulating on the road. So definitely something to keep in mind if you're planning on driving on Sunday morning. And then definitely Sunday evening is when we're expecting our biggest travel impacts, mainly across eastern upper. Going into Monday, we're going to have a little bit of a break overnight in precip chances, but those are going to ramp back up Monday morning. As far as snowfall totals, there's still a little bit of time between now and then, so details will become more clear as Monday gets closer, but we're expecting snowfall amounts in the 2 to 4 range with locally higher amounts possible. Lake effect snow, it'll become more clear where lake effect bands are going to set up, like I said, as we get closer to Monday. But across our typical lake effect areas, Gaylord, Mansalona, down to Kalkaska, and even up to Indian River, that's going to be the areas where you have your best chance of seeing 2 inches or more. And I'm talking about Monday 7 a.m. Through Tuesday 7 a.m. 24-hour snow. That area across northern lower, that's where we're expecting our heaviest snowfall amounts during that time. And then also parts of eastern upper will also likely see an additional 2 inches of snow on top of what they get on Sunday. So as I already mentioned, we're expecting this to begin on Monday morning. The heaviest lake effect is most likely Monday afternoon and evening. Expecting snowfall to be a little bit more widespread in the morning as the front moves through, but then likely going to see lake effect organized a little bit better during the afternoon and evening hours. So definitely something to keep in mind with the evening commute. May see more organized bands where some areas aren't getting hardly any snow, if at all, but then you have pretty heavy lake effect bands where you're seeing rapid drops in visibility, snow accumulating on roads, and those sorts of things. So definitely something to keep in mind. And then overnight Monday into Tuesday is when we're expecting these snow chances to wind back down. As far as impacts, accumulating snow, expecting blowing snow once again. So on the right here, we're showing a forecast of our strongest wind gusts during the day. So 7 a.m. through 7 p.m. on Monday. We could see gusts at times of 30, 40, maybe even closer to 50 miles an hour if you're close to the lake shores. So blowing snow will be a little bit more of a concern on Monday. It can still happen with the snowfall that we see on Sunday, but we're expecting our strongest gusts to come on Monday, specifically in the afternoon and evening hours. So definitely something to keep in mind if you're traveling. Obviously, blowing snow is going to greatly reduce visibility, especially across areas that are more flat. For example, areas across eastern upper, especially near Kinross, those areas are more flat where you can have wind go across a wide open area and definitely blow snow over roadways and many other areas across northern Michigan like that. So definitely something to keep in mind. Snow may not be blowing everywhere, but on the other sides of open lakes, that sorts of things, open areas, you're going to see blowing snow chances on the opposite ends of those areas. So obviously, this is going to create hazardous travel conditions. So once again, expecting 2 to 4 inches across those areas, maybe even more. So as far as reporting snowfall to us, I know we mentioned this for those that tuned in on our winter weather talk a few days ago. We explained it in more detail, but snowfall reports are very helpful for us. And MPing is just one of the ways that you can do this. So you can download MPing from the App Store or on Google Play. And this is a way for anyone to quickly submit real-time reports to the National Weather Service anonymously. You can do this from anywhere on with your mobile device. So these reports are actually plotted on maps, so we can see them here, so we can see what's happening in real time. Also, you guys are already on Facebook, but it is also very helpful for us to receive pictures of your snowfall reports. Best way to do this is putting your pictures along with your reports right in the comment section. Have meteorologists monitoring our social media 24/7, and especially during events like this, definitely filter through the comment section and see and like to see reports. It's really helpful for us to know what's going on. So the best thing to do is take a ruler, stick it in the snow, make sure that it is sighted well. And what I mean by that is make sure you're not sticking your ruler in some place where you've already shoveled snow, or there's drifting of snow, especially with these high winds. Try to get it from a more sheltered area, maybe on the surface of a deck or a picnic table. Some sort of elevated surface will probably be the best place to measure snow. So, if you stick a ruler in the snow and take a picture and send it to us and say, hey, we've got 4 inches here in Gaylord or 5 inches in Rogers City, something like that, that can be very helpful for us during the day to get a little bit of ground truth as far as how much snow is actually falling across locations in northern Michigan. And so I know we went over the forecast maps, but just for this event or in general, if you're wondering about where you can get your local forecast from, a great place to go is weather.gov and then /Gaylord or /APX. Or on your mobile device, you can go to mobile.weather.gov and type in your location, and you can get the forecast from there as well. So a whole host of forecast information that we work on multiple times throughout the day here at the office. You can get hourly weather forecasts for your area. It gives you temperatures, rain, snow amounts. All that is detailed in our forecast. You can get the hourly forecast by hitting the plus sign. So it'll detail the forecast hour by hour. So this can be a really helpful resource for your local forecast information. And so with that, that'll end the presentation, and I will go ahead and see if there are any questions that I can answer. And if you're tuning out, once again, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I know it's a Saturday, but we really appreciate it, and hopefully you guys have a great weekend and drive safe. I see the wind speeds. So looking at Sunday, Sunday we're expecting gusts of around 20, 30 miles an hour. And same as the case Sunday and Monday, we're expecting our highest wind gusts to be along the lakeshore. So live in areas maybe Manistee or areas like Whitefish Point, those types of areas close to the lake shores. That's where you're going to see your stronger gusts, maybe 30, 40 miles an hour. But most areas across northern Michigan, wind gusts between 30 miles an hour on Sunday. Monday, especially Monday late morning, afternoon is when we're our strongest wind gusts for the entire periods. Looking at wind gusts 30 to 40 miles an hour, potentially even higher, once again, especially close to the lakeshore, especially near Lake Michigan on Monday. We're going to have northwest winds, west-northwest winds. Winds are going to be going all the way across Lake Michigan, and they're going to be pretty strong right on the other side. Temperatures, will this be a wet snow? Yes, this can definitely be a wetter snow. So for those that tuned in during our weather talk, we talked a little bit about snow ratios and how that can impact snowfall amounts. We won't get into that, but yes, as far as the snowfall on Sunday, it can be a little bit of a wetter snow, especially later in the day, Sunday evening, or late Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. That initial band that moves through, that may not be as wet. We could see some pretty intense rates with that. But yes, we can see wet snow on Sunday. The lake effect on Monday will not be as wet of a snow, but some as heart attack snow, where really wet, slushy, really hard to shovel by hand, that type of snow. All right. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and end it. Thank you so much for the kind words in the comment section. Once again, we really appreciate it. And hopefully everyone stays safe this weekend and Monday.